Hello and welcome back to this episode of The Ignited. I am your Dungeon Master for tonight's Chronicle campaign? Game. Whatever you'd like to call it. Gilbert Ramos, aka at Ramos Nomad everywhere on the social media. I have no further announcements and I have no reason to delay for tonight's episode, so let's go ahead and jump into the people you actually came here to see. Our players.
We're here, playing some Dungeons and Dragons. I am Elosai.
We're here. Edge to Nomad or Edge Survival. Yeah. Playing Kenshin.
I'm as I was on the social media. I'm the previous intern here at the Rolling Nomads, and I will be playing Qztyl Palmer of the Grand Bronze Library of Ravnica, and everything is bad.
Hi everybody, I'm the Azure Butterfly, or Azure for short, or simply Rachel. You can find me at the Azure Butterfly on all the social medias. And tonight I am Zahratra.
Yes, indeed, these are our players, these are their characters, and of course none of them have anything to do with the Eternal Vanguard. Why would you even ask? So, without further ado, let us begin this episode of The Ignited. And we begin each episode as we always do with a recap. Now I believe, Qztyl, you have volunteered.
It was rather not that I volunteered, it's that I rolled the worst. And you want to know why I rolled bad? So here's what happened. Just bear with me. So first we escaped jail. Then we ran all the way to Dewey's gang, the Slick Shots. But we'll get to that because we went through. We went to this bar arcade thing. It's very dusty. Everything here is dusty. No one has. I don't have enough information on this Thunder Junction place because of what they've done here. So we got to meet the Slick Shots though, with the lovely bartender Stella. She got us some drinks, kind of gave us a little bit more information while we waited to talk to Lila. Lila. She's a lovely woman, probably. We got to talk to Lila, the leader of the Slick Shots, after having put everything on Eris's tab, because Stella deserved better. Just so you're aware. Anyway, getting on with it. So, we talked to Lila. Turns out Dewey was right? Maybe? That this whole thing was some sort of elaborate entrance ritual to this gang? Which, to be fair, I mean, he might have got shot if I hadn't pulled a little bit of a stunt, and then with Elosai and Zahratra, and it's okay. We got through it for the most part. But now we know that they definitely don't like the Eternal Vanguard, whoever those people are, and we should probably figure out how to actually do this whole planeswalking bit. They gave us Oko, which I don't know if you know anything about him, but I have a whole section on him with his wanted poster back home. And there's also Omenport, which that's where everything seems to be cycled through, depending on what you believe. Anyway, we drank quite a lot. Like, quite a lot. Except for our lovely Kenshin. Managed to actually maintain control of himself. However, the rest of us ended up drinking with the Slick Shots well into the morning. Zahratra was drinking more than alcohol based on what we saw happen between her and Dewey. And then the last thing I remember was passing out the table with my new friends. Everything is bad, but at least we're here together.
One thing I would like to remind you all of is that during your drunken stupors and as you were lying down to sleep that night, there was a voice heard by, I believe, all of you, if I'm not mistaken. A voice that called out to you with promises of fixing your situations. But this is not where we begin. We return to our story. We return the next morning, as all of you at various times are rising and maybe brushing off of the previous night's events. I'll allow you all to gather yourselves and to examine your surroundings. You are, of course, still in the Slickshot Gang's hideout. Nothing seems to be amiss. Whoever would like to rise first, I'll leave it up to you as well. Given your experience with alcohol, and given your experience and how much you drank last night, to who rises with a hangover and who's fighting that. But I turn the scene over to whoever thinks they might rise first.
I went to bed first, essentially, so I would be rising first. And essentially, I'd be grabbing some water and sitting out in the tavern hall, waiting for the rest of them to get up.
Understood. Who is second to rise?
Qztyl would have been up. Everything is on a schedule. Everything has a place to be. And so she would have gotten up, stretched, and went to go find food and tea. And probably gotten everything ready for the rest of them.
There are an assortment of teas. You have a number of choices here. They're not kept in the same area of the bar as all the liquor and alcohol. There is a semblance of organization to this. But you can see the labels are... They're kind of organized by which plane they come from, and then from their flavor. The person who organized this has taken like a great deal of care. There's like a sort of 4-tiered system of organization. Plain, then flavor, then leaf, so on and so forth.
Qztyl would have grabbed one from one of the planes that she's read about.
This is completely just flavor, and pun intended. What do you think Qztyl's tastes are? What does Qztyl prefer? Sweet, bitter, strong, sharp?
She, much like her grandfather, enjoys sweet things. So it would have been some sort of fruit blend or something that would have been on the sweeter side.
I think the Dominarian wild berries. You see that Elosai is also awake. Please continue.
Put on the kettle and made a big pot of tea. Good morning. How are you today? Are you hungover? I can be quiet if that makes you feel better.
I'm alright.
Should we get the others up, or...?
I think we should wait. So, what do you want to know about the seal?
I don't know much about it, honestly. Which is very frustrating, I will let you know. But I understand some things are best kept secret.
Only a few people know about it, but I'm no longer under obligation to keep it a secret.
We had some cursory explorations into, I believe it was the Emerald Forest.
I remember reports of people being in the forest, not from Clearwater, but we never really investigated that.
Self-containment is the best option. Not interfering with another plane's way of life. Rather just observing so.
That is wise.
not to interrupt, but as y'all are having this conversation, I'll be getting myself up and ready to join you.
What is the... How do you get up and get ready, Kenshin? Is there anything in particular that is of note for your morning routine?
I mean, Kenshin really doesn't sleep, so it's fairly quick for him to come to. He just kind of pops up and does a few stretches, some mobility stretches, hip area, and yeah, breathing exercise, and he'll come on out. And probably aim directly for the tea that's already brewing. So
Understood. Your companion joins you. Zahratra, you may join them as you see fit, but the current setup right now, the three of you are joined together.
Would you care for some tea?
I would love some.
Oh, Qztyl will pour 4 big mugs of tea. Hand them over.
Thank you.
Thank you, Qztyl.
I believe it best to wait to plan until our other friend wakes up.
You hear a
Oh.
scrape of claw on the wood of the doorway that led into the rooms that we had retired in as Zahratra steps out, eyes narrowed, like she's trying to focus, and she's going to say, "By the gods, my head, I have faced many a trial, many things, but I even felt death before, and this feels the same. Am I dying again?"
Gonna reach for her notebook. So you felt death before, but not a hangover.
Yeah, yes, to both. Or no?
What's that like?
Yes. It's death or the hangover?
Both. Both would be good to describe.
When I died, sorry. When I died, there was a. Can I have something to drink first, please?
Yes. And just kind of slides over the mug. I'll get something ready to eat if Stella's not already up.
Stella is not awake. Stella, from what you can see, there are separate little, not exactly private rooms. There are little curtains that close off to little sleeping areas and little nooks. And she looks to be, you can see the boots at the very least. You see her boots through the curtain, kind of kicked up, propped up, on a chair. Likely has made a sort of makeshift bed out of a lounging chair. Her feet kicked up, elevated on one of the bar stools.
In that case, Qztyl's gonna start rummaging through, trying to find where they keep food and find something to make.
Absolutely. It's not difficult to do. Like I said, the organization system is pretty thorough, so you're able to find some food pretty quickly.
My memory of the death is hazy, to say the least of the matter, but I remember the sharp pain in my chest, and she's going to straighten herself up as she sits down in the stool and kind of pull some of the bandages away, showing the kind of gnarly scar that's on her chest from where her sister's Kopesh had entered.
So, was it ritualistic in nature? Was it were you sacrificed? Or
Not sacrificed. It was a trial of zeal. In Hazrat Arena, it was the final one, where we were to face. Oh, my head. A challenge of great odds, something befitting us, and Hazrat deemed that my twin and I should fight to the death. And I felt her blade enter my chest after our fight, and oh,
ritualistic combat? Oh, and
That
just
sounds
Quite.
pretty cruel.
Qztyl's just writing this all down.
the migraine and whatever this is, my head, it feels
It's-
like it's splitting.
It's dehydration, so once you're rehydrated and there's something to counteract all the stomach acid, you'll feel much better.
Even with my dull senses, the curse is not helping me through this.
Just to be clear, your god made you fight to the death, and you want to go back to that
It was my honor to do so.
to die?
To win or to lose, yes. If I were to die, then my sister were to be elevated, and I would find my spot amongst the chosen dead. There's the honored dead, which is what happened. I could not bear to see my sister fail, so I pulled her blade into me.
So it's a story of... Perfect. Okay, good. Thank you.
Of course. But I must know what happened to her. That is why I must get back to Amonkhet.
What was her name?
Amalata.
Does that ring any bells?
Give me a history check.
The 19?
Amalata. There's not a lot of documentation of, each Eternal that came through the Planar Gate to invade Ravnica. But there are notable members. She's not among them, that name. But there's a memory that springs up. It's nothing concrete, but you recognize the name from just papers, documentation, reports. Never anything of note. It's always just side blip. A name from a plane, a name from certain missions, just documentation of different planes. You recognize the name, you recognize you've seen it on paperwork, but as far as like a character, a face, no, it's just a name that you recognize has popped up a number of times in documentation.
Older documentation, or...
Much older. As this conversation is going on, as you are recalling all of this, Zahratra, I feel it prevalent to note that you remember a very recent memory, a memory of last night, where something talked to you and bid you to come back, return, calling you its chosen, its warrior.
I think when she said chosen dead is when her brain finally connected through the hangover. Chosen. I am chosen. A voice spoke to me. In the night it came to me. Is this also part of the drinking? Was I hallucinating, or is this... I heard a voice as clear as day through my mind.
Also, I'm not crazy. Right.
I vaguely remember telling something off.
I was hoping I was.
That makes all of us.
What I heard, you don't want to be chosen by.
I do not understand. If I am chosen, then I must return home post haste.
Do you remember or recognize that voice, Zahratra?
I believe I made a roll for that off screen, if I'm correct. And
You didn't
no,
recognize it?
at first I believed it to be Bantu, but that was not Bantu. That was a voice that I have no memory of.
Mind that in many stories, when a voice comes and offers grandiose gestures for a small, small price, it rarely ends up well.
You are correct.
But sometimes it do.
And
It's
sometimes, as servants of the gods, it is not of our choice to make. We must do their will.
That is absolutely incorrect. I argue with my god constantly.
You make a lot of assumptions about my allegiance.
I only speak of the voice that I personally heard and what it personally told me to do. I know not of the exact words that your each ones have said to you.
It promised to give me something back that I already have. Just not currently at the moment, but I will get it back because I will. That's my job. I'm supposed to take care of it, and I
Didn't you not already say that you already had it back, though?
I do. Well, I'm going to get it back.
Ugh.
I'm going to figure out who took it, and I'm going to set them on fire, and it's going to be fine.
Righteous retribution.
Yes. Well, not retribution. This is the punishment. Actions have consequences, and everybody needs to understand that if you're going to do something, there will be consequences. The consequences from stealing from my library are clearly printed on the wall.
I'm
Death.
gonna pour everybody a shot as they're talking.
Noted. Of any particular liquor, Kenshin?
Of the alcohol from Niquan, the sake from Niquan.
Understood.
Actually might help you, Zahratra. I don't mean to be insensitive when I say this, but the colloquialism is the hair of the dog that bit you.
I do not understand the phrase, but I think I get the sentiment. And yeah.
If you do throw up, though, please do it in that direction.
I make no promises.
Early risers even after a few drinks. Or did you all even ever stop? You can see squeakers emerging from one of the little nooks.
We recently woke up. This one needs a hangover cure, which means, actually, does this place have raw eggs?
Raw eggs, like freshly laid. I'm not. Is there anything besides a? I mean, yes.
Two raw eggs is plus a bit of water is usually good enough to cure a hangover.
I feel like raw egg is kind of unnecessary to say. Every raw egg is raw until you cook it.
As well, yes, but normally you don't eat raw eggs; you eat cooked eggs. So I'm making the distinction.
They'll eat raw eggs.
Who just keeps
So-
cooked eggs on hand though?
As this conversation drones on, so does my head.
I pour you another shot.
She
All right,
goes over
time to get her
toward-
some water.
She goes over toward you, Qztyl, and stands by you. She reaches from behind the counter and grabs a bottle of something. Pours herself a drink. And I need everyone to make me a perception check.
16.
21.
Your sheet has crashed.
10.
I love that.
17.
How is this happening to you? All the
I am
time?
a little somber in the room, and I've just accepted that. It's the eldritchness.
Elosai
Fair.
and Qztyl, you notice as she's pouring herself a drink and sort of lifting up, taking a drink of whatever liquid this is. She places the mug down on the bar, and in the same motion, she slips her hand under her arm and brushes something against your side, Qztyl, slipping something into your pocket. And then takes the bottle and the mug and says, "Y'all have a good morning." And eggs are in the bottom in that little box over there.
All right, thank you.
Tweakus.
I nod to Qztyl, and I go over to mix a couple eggs in a shot glass and hand it over to Zahratra.
Zahratra is downing that immediately. Does it have any effect on her?
Say again.
Does it have any effect on her?
The water?
The water with the eggs and the 2 shots that she's taken.
I would say, give me a Constitution saving throw.
7 total.
You wanted low for this. It does seem to be helping.
Mm.
It's not an immediate cure, but at the very least distracts you. To the very least.
I did not like how this went down my throat. Ugh.
No one ever does. It's now. Are one of the teas a green tea?
Assuredly, there's a number of them.
All right, so I'm gonna make sure that a green tea is is in front of Zahratra. It says, "Sip this one slowly."
I am drinking a lot of concoctions today. And she will just start sipping from it.
As that's happening, Qztyl has her notebook out, the one that she's been taking all these notes in, and just kind of slips the piece of paper into the notebook and reads it.
There is there's a few lines just kind of scrawled on here.
Hmm.
It says, "Saddlebrush. You'll find him at the ranch. Be quieter. Drink more carefully." And I would like you to give me a history check.
8 plus 12.
Very fuzzy, the memories of last night, because you partook quite a bit. And you realize you may have said some things that probably shouldn't have been said out loud. You gave yourself away, you think. You're not sure what Squeaker's note has to do with that exactly, or what Saddlebrush is, or who he is. But you do understand the sentiment of drinking more carefully and being quiet.
Fold that up into the notebook and latch it. I believe that we should probably start heading out as soon as you're all ready. Seems we have a lead on a destination, and Qztyl's making sure all their stuff is together before the slick shots wake up.
Question. Would I happen to have some insight to that?
into...
Qztyl giving themselves away per se.
Yeah, I
Because last
believe
night I
you
only
were...
had one shot.
Yeah, and
And I
you were
ended the
kind
night
of...
with saying I'm gonna be the dad of the group and make sure
You
everybody
did.
is.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that with that being said, you would have probably been... You would have been pretty privy to Qztyl's slip-ups. I think with this, actually, you would have borne witness to some of the things that Qztyl had slipped up about. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Qztyl, during conversations you were telling stories about Ravnica and certain members of the Vanguard and references here and there.
If I remember right, it was Qztyl correcting people on things that the Vanguard had done. And then just stating that she made a god.
Yes. Yeah, Kenshin, you would have borne witness to all of this. And then, strangely enough, throughout that night, Squeakers was by Qztyl's side as well. And sort of spoke over her. And
Like
putting
covering
some...
up or
Exactly. Putting those things together, sort of drawing attention away from Qztyl. Covering things up. Diverting attention.
And then was it Saddle Brush? Or
Saddle Brush.
Yeah,
come up next to Qztyl and say, that one might be a friend, huh?
I believe so. At least a safer option, given the events of last night.
Yeah.
Did I kiss Dewey last night?
Right on his face in front of everyone. And
That
then
wasn't a
talked
dream.
about it. Yes.
Yes, you went for it.
Well, one must own one's actions, correct? That is fine. That is fine.
We all have to own the things we've done and said. Are we ready?
Yes.
Are we sure we do not want to say goodbye?
No.
Well-
I think it's best we let them sleep and just
Where are we going exactly?
the ranch.
The ranch?
What is at the ranch?
I
Well, not
don't
open
know.
port.
I don't know what the ranch is, but
Isn't that where Oko is?
Is that where Oko is? Because I would like to go where Oko is.
Rustwood is where Oko was. It's this little
Okay.
failed ranching town, mostly abandoned from what you heard from Lyle last night. The only people that are there is Oko and his gang, and that's a well-kept secret. Whatever ranch Qztyl's talking about is new information.
are there any maps laying around of Thunder Junction?
Great minds. I was
gang.
about to ask that. Yeah. Is there any like planned out with like?
As you guys, I'll allow everyone to go ahead and make a group investigation check, as you guys kind of, I think, are well knowledgeable enough to know that this is a new plane and you have no idea where anything's at. So everyone can go ahead and make an investigation check.
11.
14 plus 0, so 14.
4.
Trying to do this quietly and sort of without waking anybody else up, difficult. And peeking through, there's no map to be found here. Try as you might, there's no, at least from what you guys can gather, there's no markings or sort of war room or battle map or anything like that. You have a map of prosperity, as they kind of have marked certain key locations and items of interest that they might be able to hit later on, for robberies and other crime. But no map of the immediate area in Thunder Junction. And as you guys are doing this, Dewey stumbles out of one of the little nooks and He is shirtless, still has the boots and trousers on. He's placed his hat back on his head, and he has this sort of like blanket draped over his right shoulder. Looks like very heavy wool, and it is dyed purple and blue and red, and just a plethora of colors. And he stumbles out and says, "Y'all really got a kickstart this morning, huh?"
That we do.
Zahratra is watching this scene of a shirtless Dewey walk out, and she is just burying her fucking face into that cup.
Dewey! Good morning.
Good
Newest
morning.
owner of the Slick Shots. Do you happen to know if there is a ranch nearby where we can procure horses?
Was that the end of the sentence? I'm so sorry.
Yes.
I mean, there's a couple places. You want a horse, or you just want something to ride through?
Where are the different ranches around this area?
Oh, there's a number of them. In Prosperity, there ain't no ranches obviously in the city limits. You looking for a specific one, or you just need a ranch? That's kind of a strange question. My fucking head hurts. Do we have water? We got bacon. We got eggs.
Yes.
How long y'all been up? Y'all ain't made breakfast? That's kind of rude, don't you think?
I made breakfast. Are you...
Oh, where is it?
It's right in front of you.
Your lack of perception is astounding.
I just woke up. Why are y'all yelling? Good lord. Lower your voices.
I understand the
Stumbles.
sentiment. This is my very first hangover.
I give him a shot of 2 raw eggs, some Tabasco sauce, and
He downs it without question.
for the hangover.
Oh, is that supposed to help?
Yes.
That tastes like... It actually doesn't taste bad. The hot sauce kind of makes the raw egg taste... Oh, it's almost cooked.
Right?
Almost.
My mouth
Does
is real
Dewey
dry.
Does Dewey look like he's not going to remember this conversation with how much pain he's in?
Dewey looks like he's probably actively trying to... It looks like he's not going to register any of this. Like, he'll remember the conversation, but not the details. He's actively on a mission to fix his head. And that is his primary objective.
Dewey, do you know anyone by the name of Sattlebrush? Or a ranch that's Sattlebrush?
Yeah, Saddlebrush is a little town to the southwest. It's a little shithole. It's kind of quiet. There's like one little ranch on the outskirts. Is that what you mean? That little ranch on the outskirts?
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much, Dewey. Yeah, would you like another shot?
I don't want to see liquor again in my life.
That's what everyone who's ever had a hangover has ever said, and it hasn't
Nope,
stopped
this
them.
is the one. This is it. This is it. I'm done.
All right, well, I'm going to leave you with this tea and these slices of what I believe is bacon.
He takes the tea and almost, maybe on muscle memory, maybe on instinct, shoots the tea.
Yes, the last time. All right, we should get going. We'll let Dewey
Question.
sleep it off.
How much do you remember of last night, Dewey?
Oh god. I remember I had a gun in my face. I had Lila. I got dressed up nice. I had a lot of... God, it was like I was swimming in liquor. Not much else, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Dewey,
Why, did I
you
do something
dog.
stupid? And he looks at his pants and like pats his butt. He says, I'm still intact, so...
She's gonna stand up straight, walk up right next to him, place that clawed hand on his shoulder,
Ow.
and she's gonna say, "It's a shame. You kiss as passionately as you speak."
That's what
And she's
they
gonna walk off.
tell me. What?
Shame.
I'm gonna pat his shoulder. You dog.
What? What?
And I'm gonna walk away with my stuff.
Eat your food and go back to bed. It was a pleasure to meet you. And
Are
know
y'all
that
headed out?
For now. You'll see me again.
All right.
Yeah, you will.
What's happening right now?
you're hungover and going back to bed.
All right. Good night, I guess. And he lays his head down on the bar and kind of like tilts the drink, this water into his mouth.
Shall we? And just head out the door to the southwest.
Why are we going to this ranch?
I'm curious as well.
Squeakers gave her a note.
While we were drinking last night, some things were said, and there might be some compromised individuals based on the knowledge that was provided, and I would like to make sure that I get out of this place alive.
Why wouldn't you?
I still feel like Oko is our best shot.
Oko is a criminal, and he has done so much damage to one plane alone, let alone the other places he's made his home.
We have been in.
We're all criminals.
That is a sentiment I was about to express as well. We were in a jail on this plane.
I was not placed in jail. I arrived there.
Well,
It seems like whatever phased you out wanted you in jail.
and I think organizing a breakout is breaking the law too, so yeah.
Though, I think we should probably follow this lead. If it's a trap, I can lead us out in the desert and keep us safe.
It's safe.
Is there any such thing?
No,
In
not
other
really.
In other places, safety is found consistently. There are times where things are not safe, but for the most part, it's all planning and preparation. There is no plan, no preparation. I am trying to construct a plan to at least have some sort of semblance of what we're walking into.
And you feel that this is the right move. A
At this-
random person. Granted, they looked out for you last night, but maybe you just exposed yourself, and this is a trap for you.
Go with that.
Do we want to do the smart thing then? If we must go to this ranch and scout it out first?
Squeakers did say to be more quiet this time.
Can I see this note?
As long as we're outside of the Slickshot's place and like Squeakers' note, Qztyl handed over.
I figured we were walking and talking.
Yep, that's what I thought too. I'm just making sure.
Likewise.
As you guys are walking and talking, I want to make sure, just for my edification, I want to make
We're not
very clear,
yelling.
as want to make very clear as well. You guys are wanted in Prosperity. You guys are smart enough to know this. What precautions are you taking as you leave the safety of the Slickshot's hideout to cover yourselves?
For Zahratra, it's a little difficult. She's wearing a duster and she's got that hat now, but her Khenra ears are still kind of poking out a little bit. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to try to find some form of like cloth that's laying around to kind of just like as best as she can cover her face and kind of try to keep her ears flat under the hat for a while.
I'll
Understood.
turn my mask around. Same with the duster and the hat. I'm more, I don't think they would know what exactly we look dressed in, but I'm blended in. Duster.
I'm also
Yeah.
I'm also gonna button up the duster that I'm wearing just because of the. I feel like my bandages and my cartouche give me away quite easily too, so gotta hide all that.
We stole clothes, if I remember correctly.
Yes, yes, you did.
Yeah.
All of you guys have hats. All of you guys have dusters and everything. So it's not. They're not gonna clock you right away.
Bandoliers, revolvers.
It won't clock you right away. I'm just making sure that you guys have the proper attire on.
Now I gotta see. Start
with
talking
the-
like 'em.
With my cloak, I'm going to like roll it up and like carry it like in a way that I tie off both ends on my chest, and it's sort of diagonal across myself as I wear my duster. And I'm gonna change my face to look like a random citizen.
Man, what's it like having the superpowers and not have to worry about wanted levels?
Oh, can I swap my duster out for a poncho?
You absolutely can.
Yeah.
The slick shots were not clean last night, so you could have grabbed a poncho.
Hell yeah. I got a poncho on.
Qztyl's got horns under the hat, things pulled up. Also, it would be the worst use of it, but I could use channel divinity to be able to use as a disguise kit.
I'm inclined to, given the amount of people that are passed out in the slick shots hideout right now, I'm inclined to let you hobble together a disguise without the use of channel divinity. As funny as that would be, I'll say this: if you use channel divinity, it'll be a little more foolproof because of magic. But I'd allow you to hobble together a disguise.
Like, there's that moment of, are you still there, or just grumbling and complaining to the empty air.
Understood.
You okay? Okay.
We will be fine.
There's no roll to be made, correct, Qztyl? It's just you become disguised.
Okay, it's just...
So,
I guess I could roll stealth.
No need just yet.
Okay.
let's get going. I take out my quarterstaff and use it as a walking stick.
You guys see
I gotta
Elosai
say,
has changed his face once more. Continue, Kenshin, please.
yeah, that's gonna throw me off.
Well, I
What is-
imagine so.
That's quite the ability that you have.
Whoa.
Yeah, I didn't have that before banishment, so
Changeling before.
no.
Does the accent change with the face, or?
I'm putting that on.
Oh, okay.
Quite good.
Take out the mix of note.
Noted. You guys may walk and talk. You guys are aiming to find mounts, correct?
Yes.
Legally or illegally?
We're already wanted.
Barter system is a thing.
What do we have to
Then-
barter with?
Many cultures use it. I have this, and it's the giant gun that Qztyl has no idea how to use.
That is an option.
Yeah, I could show you how to use it. It seems pretty simple.
I still do not understand how a lot of this works. We could just take what we need. I do not see the issue with that. We have the greater need in this moment.
I understand that that is your perspective on this. However, we're trying to be more subtle in this endeavor.
Yeah, taking
Stealing
personal
is going to
property.
get us more noticed rather than just. But
This
That-
is so complicated.
Yeah. Are you aware of the concept of personal property?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to speak for you. That was rude.
Zahratra is like staring at you as you start like shaking your head. We have personal items, yes, of value, but everything that we needed was provided and everything by the gods, and by, whatever we needed.
That is not the case out here.
As you guys are
Um,
walking and talking, there's leaving the casino. It's kind of died down a bit. It's early morning, so it's not closed, but certainly not as many people in. And as you step out onto the street, it's that same sensation. Those whites and silvers. The city is bright. Sunlight beating down. Everything feels clean and new. Those tracks above your head, whatever train or vehicle guides along that rail hasn't come through just yet, so it's quiet this morning. A few people out on the morning walks, taking a stroll with their partners. Other than that, relatively quiet this morning. Please continue.
Just for clarification, only certain parts of Alvola is like this, right?
Mechanized? Yes, that would be... Even on Nikwan, there is a semblance of this, not to this degree. This would be more so Mortath that has, like the continent of Mortath that has this. And that's specific to Kovir and other countries surrounding it.
Yeah, okay. And I haven't been to those places. So, yeah. This shit is kind of out there for me.
I would think for everyone but Qztyl, this is a pretty wild thing to see.
This is all magic to Zahratra. She's just taking it in stride.
Elosai's only heard stories of this amount of industrialization from the Goldari Empire out to the southwest of where he lived. They're an empire of goblins
Understood.
and hobgoblins.
You are greeted by the morning of prosperity. Scene is yours.
This is
Are we going to be heading to stables?
can't hear you, Qztyl. What you say?
Yes, we get 4 horses. Or we could get 3. Or we could figure out if they have a cart.
Got a cart? We could just
Hey.
maybe pay somebody on the way.
Does our currency from other realms work here?
Ratra, we will talk about economics and some.
I will
Ma-
let you take the lead on this.
We could also just offer services, protection, or something. Maybe
Someone's
take it
headed.
as a trade.
Yeah, see if someone's already headed towards Saddlebrush. That's a good idea.
See if there's a caravan.
Yeah. will probably
during
help us blend in.
during your investigation looking for a map of Thunder Junction, you have some directions to Saddlebrush now. But I did mention that there was a map of Prosperity. I'm assuming one of you would have taken that, correct?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You have some key locations as well as some shop names and things. If you're looking for mounts and such, there is a sort of staging area not terribly far from here.
You all want to head here?
Yeah, that sounds good.
It works for me.
Let's ride or walk. We're still
Well, right.
walking.
Riding is the plan, so that does work.
Oh. Trying to test things out.
It is a new vernacular. I will grant you that.
I'll be honest. After we're all trying to leave, right?
I would believe so. That is my assumption. We all wish to get back to our respective homes for the most part. And I mean, for the most part, looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can take you with me back home, and we can see if we can get you set up somewhere that you would be more comfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
And my plan is to head back home and then head out again. I need a lead on my god.
At this point, with all the information that I am receiving about Amonkhet and my deities and everything that's kind of happening, I do not know what my plan is outside of get back to Amonkhet, find Amalata, and she's staring blankly now, looking at the ground, trying once again to remember her name that she has forgotten. Do any of you have missing memories?
I keep a thorough record of everything.
Anything you have forgotten?
That's a
I
funny...
don't remember my name.
Yes, we did talk about that.
There was someone back on Amonkhet that was not my sister, not Amalata, that I loved dearly. One of the... She was named one of the viziers to the gods. And
Right.
I loved her so much, but I do not remember her name. It slips my mind.
Might be a record of it somewhere. I've seen your sister's name a few times.
You know of Amalata. Where is she? What has happened to her? Do you know?
I do not. Which, once again, very frustrating. But
Do you remember? Time is a funny thing. It seems I have no memory of my time as a chosen dead. I have no concept of how much time has passed.
very aware of that based on what you've said, and given the name of your sister, those documents are rather old.
You happen to know how old?
A great question. I remember it was very old, but time-wise...
Maybe 2 generations before you. Even before things like the Vanguard. Just references to figures and people that were on certain like councils or in certain meetings. Yeah, there's a... So even with most bureaucratic systems, there is a sort of like roll call. So even like key figures, like let's take Ravnica for example. unfortunately, the way things work and like keeping a list and things like that, especially before someone has become aware of the multiverse. When someone takes a sort of meeting notes of any specific like guild meeting, they would just list the parents by name. Just Rakdos is in attendance, Asperia is in attendance, Niv-Mizzet is in attendance, and those names would mean nothing to an Outworlder. Maybe something like that has happened here, but Amalata has popped up a number of times through these sort of meeting notes on different planes.
I need you to remain calm while I say these words. There's no substantial dates, because they're several centuries old. Remain calm.
Centuries. Plural. I see.
And we will talk about that when we get back home.
Yeah. I think Zahratra is going to kind of drop that conversation for the moment just there. Considering the lifespan of Khenra and how death works on Amonkhet, hopefully still.
He's still there.
Yeah.
She might be one of the honored dead, but there's some changes that happened, so...
I should also clarify. Zahratra, the word you're looking for what you were is anointed.
Anointed, correct.
Yes, and for, Amalata would have been one of the honored dead, one of the chosen, one of the people that succeeded. You were anointed. And in regards to your comment just now, the lifespan of Khenra is the same thing as lifespan of everyone else on Amonkhet. Because you are going through the trials. You will all die roughly around the same time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
The book said 60 years as well.
Yeah, the book can kiss my ass. Y'all are gonna die in the trials. No, you, as far as what you would know. You know what happens when you succeed, when you win. You get to be eternalized. You get to be one of the chosen dead, one of the honored dead. There is no notion that your sister is alive. There is a notion that she might be eternal, though.
I will see her again. I know it.
Given the fact that you said on several planes, Qztyl's just gonna keep that for the second conversation. We're gonna slowly ease into it.
Excellent. And there is this tension, this pause that takes place as you guys reach your destination. It is a fine stable house. Silver sign that says bittersweet. There is not much really to say about this building. It seems very similar to the others, whites and silvers and grays. Everything seems to be in this style. As you enter... Go on, please.
Oh, I was going to say, I'm going to be on the lookout for any, caravan style or anything that looks like it would need help escorted,
You're absolutely in the right spot. People coming here would be essentially, there's a term for it, but the only thing I can think of is like renting a mount and then they return it later. So if entering, as you can see, people kind of making business and doing business and trying to figure out where they're headed. Everyone give me a perception check. Let's see what you guys can determine.
Perception. Can I provide the help action to someone?
You absolutely
just, point
can.
now. Okay. All right.
I got a nat 1.
I rolled a 23.
I got a 16.
I think
Let's go
Zahratra
ahead
does too, in her
and-
head about.
in the future, let's figure out who's going to get the help action ahead of time. But for this case, we'll go ahead and say Zahratra take the help action.
Yeah.
Everyone relax. Slow down.
Well, look,
Was it
we're
another
wanted
natural one?
criminals.
Rough.
It
Sometimes
was
the
another
dice-
natural one.
Sometimes the dice reinforce my point.
Just Qztyl's just pat, 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 pat. Pat, pat.
Zara just kind of like staring off in the distance, grappling with life. Kenshin, Elosai, your
On
numbers
life.
again?
23.
16.
16. You gather that most people here are returning a amount in order for them to rest or to get some needed downtime for next leg of a journey. People usually stop here, and if they need to go anywhere else, they'll take this strange vehicle that travels along that track.
Okay.
But Elosai, you peek out. There is a couple of people heading out to smaller towns. One of them being Saddlebrush, and specifically complaining, holding up a poster of some sort, and says, sort of not screaming, but making a point to the person behind the counter, and says, I can't guarantee you're the safety of your creature because this motherfucker's out there on the road somewhere. And you know what? They've hit about 6 carts this month. What if I'm next? Right now, I think that with that being said, a decrease in price, at the very least, is reasonable.
Well, today's your lucky day, for we're looking to head on over to Saddlebrush, and I see you could use some escort.
And who are you? They place the poster on the counter face up. The person behind the counter kind of peeks it over and says, oh, they raised his bounty.
We are your wish come true.
Oh, you gonna pay the rest of this nonsense price?
What do you mean?
Well, what do you mean?
He's asking an arm and a leg, and he's asking for guarantee, and he kind of shoots the guy a look. He says, but this one and his gang have been hitting all the roads, gathering up everyone's valuables, and I can't guarantee nothing. I could be stranded out in the desert, and then I'd come back to town, should I live through the desert, and then owe, 700, 800 gold pieces?
Exorbitant. And just Qztyl's gonna just kind of, it's knowledge, just gonna eke forward and like look at the poster.
It's a very strange thing to see. It's a wanted poster, and that's not the strange part of it. You see these. You've mentioned Krenko a number of times here before. What's strange is you recognize the face and the name attached. Rakdos. This terrible demon, huge and sort of grinning with a large, toothy smile on this. It's an artist's depiction, an illustration, and it truthfully doesn't do him justice. Rakdos. The Perrin Rakdos of Ravnica. The leader of the Rakdos. The guild of Ravnica.
Just one time. Just, can it be someone else? Come on. What did I do to you?
You seem to be
You-
troubled.
What?
You know
No,
this
fine.
guy? You know the guy on the poster?
I am aware of him. Yes. And he is indeed a problem.
Then shall we kill him? As it seems to stick in these lands.
That's killing.
Good luck.
Killing.
There's a reason his bounty's so high.
If his bounty is that high, then that would be good for the currency that you said that we need. Correct.
So why
Makes
are you
sense.
paying someone to bring a creature to a destination. Are you picking it up for someone?
Are you asking the customer or the vendor? Customer says, I'm not paying to bring it anywhere. I'm heading to a small town. Tram doesn't go there. I just need to make a pickup and come back to town. Never had the need of this before. I don't usually head out the saddle brush myself.
We can bring it.
Out of the kindness of your heart, I'm sure.
You can pay us.
There it is. How much? You can see the vendor kind of says, sorry, this is business on property. You guys might have to take this outside. And you're kind of clogging up my line.
Be glad to. So, the exorbitant price, as he's walking and talking with him, he goes, the exorbitant price he said was like 700. So we can do it for half.
Half, he's saying.
Mm-hmm.
Walking and talking, heading outside. Is everyone following?
Yeah? Don't see why not.
Do you mind if I just took this with me? The
poster? Yeah, sure. Suit yourself.
Thank you so much. You have a lovely day.
You step outside, the vendor pulls out a pipe and begins to pack some tobacco into it.
Yeah, we can do it for half as long as you provide the wagon and the horses pulling the wagon. We can safely bring it over to Saddlebrush.
Yeah, what kind of gang are you a part of?
We're not part of any established gang, but we're sort of brushing through time. Yeah, independence, yeah.
Independence. You can see how long those last. You must be really new.
You could say that.
We find ourselves walking the sands often enough.
Look, I appreciate the offer, but I don't really know you. I don't even know what affiliation you have. Is there a name of your organization?
This is an opportunity, guys. Come on.
You guys don't have to do this right on the fly. This is just driving home that point.
Regulators.
Regulators. Haven't heard of you.
Of course.
That
Hold on,
means
time out. Time out. I don't want to be the sole deciding factor of that. All right, I was just tossing it out there. All right.
Here's the thing. We want to get to Saddlebrush as much as you do. You need protection. We need a cart. It is a mutually beneficial relationship at this point. We want nothing from you other than this trade we are offering.
See, that's the issue. I don't have a cart. That would be the problem. You understand?
And how difficult is it to procure one of these carts?
Procure?
Procure. Yes, acquire?
Buy. The word you're looking for is buy. Or rent.
Sure.
Well, he's charging for just a specific... He says currently right now he's only got the roosters out there, and they're 400 gold apiece. As far as...
To rent?
Is that a lot?
You get half your money back whenever you bring it back.
Zahratra is like leaning towards Qztyl. It's like, is that a lot?
That is a lot.
It's a deposit, basically. It ensures you bring it back. That's why it's so much.
Except, that's
It's also price
roughly
gouging.
It's roughly 10 times the normal price of a wagon.
Wagon's about 35, but then you need something to pull the wagon, and I don't have any to pull the wagon. Now, I've got something that could be considered a wagon, but I still need mounts. I need something to pull my load.
Oh, you're in the same position as us.
When you say considered, what does that actually mean?
Yeah, it's not going to be comfortable, and I don't do well outdoors. I don't do camping, so...
Well, hold on. Why are we talking to this person?
Why am I talking to all of you? Like you said, we seem to be in the same boat, so I'm not sure...
I mean, we're headed the same direction. That's it.
It works out.
How does it work out exactly?
We still don't
heading
have
the
a
same-
ride.
We can, well, if you pay for the horses, we can bring whatever this creature is over to Saddlebrush with the cart, and then we can have somebody bring the horses back here.
I think there's been
Or
some
you
sort of
just-
miscommunication. I'm not bringing anything to Saddlebrush. I'm picking up.
Oh, you're picking up something at Saddlebrush. We can get the horses at Saddlebrush.
We need to get to Saddlebrush
We need to get
first.
there first.
We need to get there first. So,
Look,
all
What's
right.
wrong with walking?
Look, this is the thing. Okay, go ahead. If you're
Just
willing,
strap-
if you're willing to pay for the horse and wagon, we'll escort you to Saddlebrush for free. All right, and then of course you could figure out your way back, however you want. All right.
Transportation is our first and foremost concern. We need to get to Saddlebrush. That's it.
Okay, things are starting to fall into place, but I'm afraid I'm still a little lost. And you said for free?
We have no money. If you would like to procure the cart, we will escort you for free.
Well, like I said, I have something that could be considered a cart. I just
you wanna
need
get
the
the
mounts.
horses.
I'm just I was bartering before I was interrupted. It sounded like you guys were gonna take care of my woes, but it doesn't sound like y'all are taking care of my woes at this point.
I think you might need to get back in line because you lost your spot.
Excellent. Fantastic. And you are all to what? Why am I dealing with all of you? You're going to be protection? Guarantee that I'll be able to bring these mounts back? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, just to it. We probably won't come back from Saddlebrush.
So why do I need you in the first place?
To get there.
We don't
Because
know.
somebody might steal the wagon that you have.
Is that a
That is
threat?
And the
True.
horses.
No.
No.
This gentleman right here is all about making sure that he's having a good time while no one else is having a good time. And that means taking what's yours and leaving you for dead, usually in a bloody mess where they can't even recognize that you are a body.
Okay, you seem to know him pretty well. Should I be concerned?
No, because I want nothing to do with him. I just want to get to Saddlebrush. So if you want to get a horse and a cart with whatever the not cart thing is that you have, we'll escort you. That was the deal. That was the plan. I'm not sure how we got off the rails, but here we
So,
are.
Let me get this straight. All right, let me see if I can walk y'all through my logic, all right?
Hmm.
You are going to escort me to Saddlebrush for free. Correct?
That is what that was said, yes.
However, I am to pay for your mounts, all the mounts that you'll be requiring to keep me safe on this journey. We will get to Saddlebrush. You will abandon me in Saddlebrush, at which point I need to get back to Prosperity and have no guarantee that I'll be safe on the way back in order to return and get my down payments back, at which point I'm still down 2, 4, 6, 800 gold pieces from grabbing your mounts and your asses all the way across Saddlebrush.
Here,
Do you want to pay
Counter-offer.
for protection on the way back?
I think that would be beneficial. Wait, hold on a second. Why would I pay for protection on the way back? Because if I'm already paying for your mounts, you see? Are you coming back?
We're not keeping the mounts. The mounts are yours. Unless you're giving us the mounts.
this is for renting. This is for renting. We are renting. Okay, this gentleman here is renting the mounts for
Yeah.
us to go to Saddlebrush. He then wants to return from Saddlebrush to Prosperity, which I'm more than happy to do that. Because I'm not sure what's going to happen when we get to Saddlebrush. that was not a threat, or we're just checking in. Anyway, so if we escort you to Saddlebrush and back, do we have a deal?
I feel like I should be getting something more out of this because I'm still paying for your mounts and I'm still down, again, 2, 4, 6, 800 gold pieces.
Well, we still have to go back from Saddlebrush. So
I guess
And
that's
so
the
you would get
cost
the
of...
protection from Saddlebrush back to Prosperity.
No, I get it. I think it makes sense
Yeah.
because you guys
Okay.
need to go to... That's what I'm not understanding. Why do you need to go to Saddlebrush? You know what? It's none of my concern. It
Correct.
sounds like a mutually beneficial trip. All right, and that's just the cost of y'all's protection, it sounds like. Correct? Is the cost of
plus
the mounts.
200 gold fee for the way back.
Sorry, the what?
We can't just do it for free on the way back. That's
Is this what capitalism is? Because it is making my hangover come back? And I do not like this.
The capitalism in which we talked about, yes.
I must liberate Amonkhet from this madness.
I would like Kenshin or Qztyl can go ahead and make a persuasion roll, and whoever is not making the persuasion roll of you two can provide the help action.
I will provide the help action for Kenshin.
While that's happening, how far away are we from what's his fucking face, the Baron's place?
Kind of far at this point. You guys have had
Kinda
to
far?
travel away from the Bertram's abode.
Because I thought of something. What happened to all the horses that Frankie rode in on that now have no owner? Yep.
They're probably
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Right.
go and check.
I would
That's a-
stay far away from those people. Just
I got an
you know,
18.
for safety.
All right. How about this? All right. I'll pay for the mounts. All right. That's the protection fee. As going forward to Saddlebrush, I will make my pickup. We'll make my way back. I'll take care of the cost of returning. I'll be down payment for the mounts that I've rented up to this point. As far as a fee, it's 200 negotiable.
Don't look at me.
Whoa.
I know nothing about this money.
It just depends on how important this delivery is for you. My skill is based off my price.
200 if we get there, get back untouched.
Seems
Agreed.
reasonable.
I could do that. I shake. Alright. Who's going to negotiate their contract next?
I just want to get to Saddlebrush.
I'm gonna get back in line. Y'all can sort yourselves out. You ready to leave today?
As soon as possible.
Perfect.
Correct.
They go back into the bittersweet saddling. And back into not their spot in line, but the end of the line. And this is where we're going to take our break. We will see you all very shortly.
I'm not entirely sure what I've stumbled upon in this village. I'm all the places I've ever been. Before this place, this knoll is the most like that place where I go when I sleep. Skittering, scuttling, murmuring, muttering. The wind blows the leaves, drown the whispered words of the ancient foe, where hides the beating heart of Tevesereth. An idiot god screams in the deep places, calling for its kin, and I can hear it. I will not be eaten. My heart pounds like the drums in that deep place. Thunder pales as snow deafens. The water rises. Seize the weapon. Blood mingles dynasty. Remember, never forgive, never surrender. The jail of the gods is bereft of the enemy that once it held.
Long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watched before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
America has always been a place where conservatism and religious ideology has been fed by men to the uneducated like milk from their mother's teat. What this breeds is an environment for blind obeisance and ignorant fear, which controls the masses just as much as the blood of the covenant or the barrel of a gun. Men bring the raising of ground and the pillaging of Gaia's bounty, and this has never been more of a threat to the Garu nation than it is now in the days of the apocalypse. However, all of this is where this story begins, but not yet where the tale begins. For that, we will need to reach back through the time and haze of the deep umbra to find the beginning. Walk with me, you little wolf, and reach us through time will show you a story that even ancient Phoenix has forgotten.
Hello, and welcome back. With the magic of editing, it has been a mere number of milliseconds for you. For our heroes, a bit of time has passed as your proprietor has had to wait in line in order to get the mounts procured. Is there any conversation while you all wait? Is there anything that you guys would like to discuss?
Zahratra would like to ask Qztyl to kind of explain the meat and potatoes of what kind of just went down, because it's still kind of not clicking with her fully.
Think trading, but with a what you would consider made-up system on value.
So how much is 1 gold worth?
For here? A meal? So, goods include things like food.
You have to pay for food, but food sustains you.
It does, but you have to...
And that's why we need the money up front to go get the food.
Well, I do not need it, so that is good news for us. Then I guess it'll be cheaper for meals.
Okay.
But, money, we'll cover money, because it works differently on different planes.
It is not all the same? There's no universal system?
No, there is not. Bartering is still a viable option for many places. However,
Surprised this Vanguard haven't made a system for it.
talked about it at one point.
Wait, what? You talked about it. Looking around our vicinity, ears that are open, any dangerous people or people that shouldn't be hearing?
From what you can tell, people in prosperity are kind of caught up in their own shit. They're kind of nose in the air, about their own business. They think that their business is probably the most important thing going on right now. So no one's paying really any attention to a few hangabouts hanging outside of a saddling.
Okay.
Hey, Qztyl. A little operational security would be probably beneficial to you.
It would be very beneficial, which is why I have said nothing further.
You're not even drunk this time.
No, I'm not. I am frustrated.
Oh, I believe I am understanding the implications of the situation, and I get why you are being quiet. I am sorry if I gave you any undue anxieties.
I don't have anxiety, but thank you.
That's a lie.
I'm frustrated.
We'll go with that.
What was the person's name?
We never got it.
Haven't gotten it yet.
Do you remember what he looked like?
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna go find him in line.
You see, he's getting led out of line to go pick up the mounts. He looks all you and says, "Well, we're all squared away. I'm just about to go pick up our haul."
Oh, we never asked your name. Could I have your name, please?
Mr. Mills is what you can call me.
Is Mr. your first name, or are we just on a second name basis?
I prefer to keep things professional when I do business, but my name is Bishop Mills.
A pleasure. I am Zahratra.
Well, if you wouldn't mind, in advance so we could pick up necessary food and knickknacks for the road.
You serious?
Well, yeah.
You do not need to worry about me. I do not need to eat.
Our business was 200 untouched on the way back. Giving you in advance kind of makes that a null and void point, don't you think?
I mean, not necessarily, but if you want us to starve on the way there, I guess. Sure. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's fine.
How long of a journey is it to Saddlebrush?
About a 2 days ride.
2 days ride. How much water we have? Like 1 day's. I can only survive off like 3 days of water.
I'll procure rations and the necessities for the journey. Y'all aren't really y'all are really new to this, aren't you?
I am, at the very least. Just being
all of our
honest.
provisions removed. So
I see. I'm gonna go get the mounts. Y'all are truly, wholly, completely broke then.
I only learned about what capitalism is recently.
I'm gonna go get the mounts.
So, when he answered my question, do I get his name? Is it mine now?
Do you have a feature?
No, I don't. I'm just curious, as Fae shenanigans are.
Until there is a feature that gives it,
Fair enough.
unfortunately, no. But you now have the name. You can certainly use it. You can certainly throw it around, use it for a disguise. There's power behind without Fae shenaniganery. It takes a moment for him to gather things up. You guys meet him out front, and he has 4 saddled and leashed up, saddled and bridled, apologies, mounts. They are not horses. They are like large roosters, flaming red mane and a longer bit of feathers that are also red, coming down from their sides and their chin. Large enough to ride. Seem very fast, a little bit twitchy is a good word for it. But he leads them to the front and says, "Now, I know you all are new at this, but I trust you've tell me you've ridden a basilisk before."
I'd ask the question.
I've ridden some similar.
I'd ask the question, Gilbert, storyteller. Has Zahratra ever been trained in riding anything? Would that have been a part of the... I don't think that's ever come up in our conversations about Zahratra before until now.
I think that you might have had some sort of animal training, not necessarily like full riding. It's never been really necessary.
I have an understanding of how riding is supposed to be done. I have never had a necessity for me to do it myself yet. But there is a first time for everything, and how hard can it be? I am a swift learner.
Right. And the rest of you?
I've ridden similar.
Qztyl's just looking at the basilisks like
Big chicken.
big chicken.
Kind of cute.
And I've read about them. That's neat. Full on gonna just go blank face though and just stare this man down.
Chocobo.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Y'all aren't sounding like 200 gold pieces worth. Barely any experience in riding between all y'all. No rations, no provisions.
What do
It
you
sounds
mean?
like a more babysitter rather than proprietor.
I can kill.
Most people here can.
Many people alive.
That's a skill that's a little more useful. Alright, I gotta go pick up my cart. And then I'll meet you guys at the south gate.
Alright.
Sound good?
Sounds
Yes.
good to me.
I've got your
We need to meet
faces.
again.
Don't you go running off on me.
No plans
Part
on
of the
that.
contract.
Turns over, hands the reins to each of you. Turns and begins to walk down the lane. Looks back every once in a while, a little bit unsure.
This man is regretting every decision he's ever made now.
Truly every decision that has led him up to this moment.
And we're gonna learn to ride basilisks while he's gone. That's the goal.
Oh yeah, Zahratra is fully just pulling herself up onto the, or attempting to pull herself up onto the the back of this thing.
Give me animal handling.
I'm
Anyone.
gonna use the pink dice for this one.
This
there
is a
anyone
live
around?
creature, right?
This is a living creature. This, for you guys' edification, is called a basilisk rooster. Zahratra, natural 20 on your animal handling check.
Mm-hmm.
Seems pretty taken to you.
He's a good
Handling.
creature.
Say again, Qztyl?
I do have animal handling because of Grandpapa.
Excellent. As you guys are...
That is a 19.
Excellent. A 19 doesn't seem to be too difficult, really. Seem pretty docile. They seem pretty well tamed. I'll have animal handling from the rest of you as you guys are working this out.
21.
Same here, Elosai. It doesn't seem to be too terribly difficult to manage.
Question. Can I mind link the rooster?
What does mind link do?
When using mind link to speak telepathically to a creature, you can use your action to give that creature the ability to speak telepathically with me for 1 hour or until the effect is ended with an action. To use this ability, the creature must see you. It must be within 30 feet. You can give this ability to only one creature at a time. Giving it to a creature takes it away from another creature who had.
Yeah, I would say absolutely. What is the intent?
To just get to know him, ask for some patience and its name, and to kind of create a bond with it.
Yeah, you do this, and you can communicate telepathically with you
Yeah, for an hour.
for an hour. Says, so you're gonna be my rider, huh?
Yeah, for the time being.
Many have come before you. Many will come after. For this journey, I will serve you well. I expect the same.
Of course, I take pride in having you as my mount. What should I call you?
It's a strange sensation as this creature sort of twitches and doesn't look you directly in the eye as it speaks. It says, I am he who walks the sun, who soars across the desert. I am the glider on the rocks, faster than the roadrunner, more swift than the coyotes. I am thunder itself, and you may call me so. Again, whole time, Rooster just kind of twitching, looking around.
Okay, Thunder. And then I say out loud, the Thunder is the best one out the group.
I do not know. I believe my mount is quite capable. She's gonna say she's gonna stroke the neck a little bit.
Did you name your basilisk or Thunder?
Oh, I didn't name him.
Right?
Did it tell you its name?
Yeah.
You can communicate with creatures in such a way.
I guess. Yeah,
That is
I
cool.
guess.
It is quite a skill to have. Very handy.
I
Can
never
you
really-
ask mine what its name is, or is that not?
It's kind of like it's almost on like a timer, sort of.
You got to let yourself recharge before
Yeah.
using it again. Understand? Understood.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals.
Details
Here we
speak
go.
with animals.
All right, Gilbert, you got to come up with a unique voice for each one.
You got it. Details speak with animals for us.
You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. The knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence, but at minimum, beasts can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You may be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the DM's discretion.
Understood. You do this. It's your scene.
Hey, you, buddy. What's your name?
They call me Rapid Feet. On account of me being so fast.
Fast as fuck, boy. Alright. Rapid Feet, good to meet you.
What do I call you?
You can call me Elosai.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Hope you can hold on
Look.
tight. Where are we headed?
We're headed to Saddlebrush, which is that direction, I think. But we would go into the south gate first.
That's where I was raised.
Saddlebrush?
Born and bred.
Well, good to know that I'm bringing you home for a little bit.
Happy to be back. Old DS was born there too, but they were taken away as they were before they hatched. So I don't imagine they remember much.
Yeah, I don't imagine so.
I have a question.
This is out loud, yes.
And is it just in common, or is Elosai making like the hissing click box that like a basilisk would make?
I don't believe there's a description on the spell itself.
It just says you gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration.
So it's just like
So
you
that is
speak common and the magic trick. Okay, all right.
I could be speaking Sylvan the entire time, but I'll be speaking common.
Yeah, I was just curious if it works that way as well. The whole time Qztyl's just like petting the basilisk and making another sacrifice.
Excellent. And for reference, Elosai, it referenced old DS as Zahratra's mount.
Your mount is old DS.
DS?
Is that
Old DS.
is that short for something?
Yeah, Dark Sparkle.
Dark Sparkle.
Dark
What a great-
Sparkle. That is an intense and fierce name. And she's gonna say it. She's giving like a loving pat to the basilisk.
That there's
Thank you,
Thunder.
Rapid Feet.
I'm Rapid Feet, that's Dark Sparkle, and that's Happenstance.
Yours is a happenstance. Qztyl?
Happenstance? Is that one
Happenstance.
word or two?
I imagine that's a one word.
I think that's to name, so I think it has to be one word. Can we have, well, Rapid Feet? I never really thought about it. Can
There's
I
no
have
need
two
to think
names?
about it. Yeah. You can
I'm
start
Rapid
collecting
Space
names.
Feet.
All right. Rapid Space Feet.
No, just Rapid Feet. Like, with a space between. You guys
But
have the
really good to
names?
meet you.
You guys have the names of your mounts. How long does this communication last, Elosai?
10 minutes.
Perfect. You guys,
It's only verbal and somatic components that I need to.
understood. You guys take to your mounts quite well. Knowing their names, they seem to appreciate being called by a name. Do you guys... I don't want to make any assumptions. Do you guys meet your proprietor, Bishop?
Yeah.
At the
Oh, I didn't
South
realize
Pole?
we actually could technically just steal the horse.
Yes,
Or
we
just steal
could.
the basilisk.
But look, okay, here's the thing though. You have made a contract. It is binding. Those are the rules.
I feel like given everything, Zahratra would understand the nature of a contract a little bit better than the nature of like compensation for said
Capitalism.
contract. So yeah, Zahratra
Yeah.
will. Yeah, we should go meet the one that we promised to protect. Our word is binding. It should be.
I'm in full intention to follow through. Well, let's go.
This is good. All right, shall we? Come along, happenstance. Go.
And he goes. You guys make your way to the south end, to the south exit of Prosperity, and there you can see Bishop Mills has arrived with a cart. There is a fifth rooster that has been acquired. This Basilisk rooster, bridled up, and the cart looks a bit out of place for Prosperity. It's not shiny and new, it's not the whites and silvers and grays, it's older wood. Wheels probably could do a little bit of a change. And it possibly maybe sleeps one or two. But there's provisions and such loaded up, so more likely it'll fit one. He says, I've loaded up rations, we have some water. I assumed that y'all didn't have any tents or anything, so I took the care to provide some sleeping arrangements.
I do not believe I need to sleep in the same way, but that is much appreciated. At least on my part.
Well, you still need cover out in the desert. I don't care how or what kind of creature you might be, but you still need some coverings out in the desert sun. Even at night, you need some... I don't think you understand how cold it can get out there.
You'd be surprised.
You're right, but thank you for your concern, and I do appreciate that you thought of that.
You're a very generous employer.
I am.
Yeah.
I really am. I want to make it very clear. This is. Let's just go.
Oh yeah, you got ripped off. But
Yeah, no, I'm seeing that now. I'm trying to think about it. Let's just go.
The way?
What's that steed's name?
Mine? I don't know. It's also a rental.
I'm gonna look to Elosai.
I'll cast it again.
Oh, I ended.
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah, it only lasts 10 minutes.
Oh, my bad. I'll just ask I'll ask Thunder. What's that one's name?
That one's older. He's been around for a long time. One of the first. Fortunately, he's probably gotten him on a little bit of a cheaper dime. Nobody knows his actual name. We just call him the Old Blue Soldier.
I'm translating this.
I'm not calling him that.
Just call him Blue.
Sure, Blue is fine. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
I wouldn't say it doesn't matter because they're taking you on this trip, 2-day trip. Let's be respectful.
And they'll be fed and watered and taken care of on the way, and that's what y'all are
Because
for.
they
is
take
to-
their job seriously.
Do they?
Yes. Very
Actually, yeah. Let's get going.
Shakes his head and snaps the reins. You all are on your way across the desert of Thunder Junction. As you travel, much to Bishop Mill's chagrin, is there any conversation or anything that goes on along the way? And this is 2 days of a journey. Before we cut to night, this will be that entire day of journey. Is there anything that goes on along the way? Time is a bit nebulous in this.
I think for Zahratra's end of things, we've already had a lot of the conversations that she would have wanted to verbally have for a minute. So she's kind of just in her head, just thinking about Amonkhet and capitalism and the hellscape that is coming from all of this knowledge. And we gotta save Amonkhet. We gotta liberate it.
For Qztyl's part, once again, Qztyl is a collector of knowledge for a very specific reason. And so she probably would have talked to Bishop some more about what he knows about, Thunder Junction and Saddlebrush, anything about the ranch there, and the whole time taking down those stories for her god.
Understood. Saddlebrush is just well, I'll tell you what. Let me get a gathering of any information I might need to exposit. At you guys, that way I can do it one larger monologue. Anybody else?
I will be casting Goodberry. Like I'll be opening a pouch and like having my quarterstaff just above it, and the berries will drop into the pouch from the quarterstaff, and I'll tighten that up.
Understood.
I will be conversating, for at least the rest of the duration with Thunder. And then I would eventually pick y'all minds.
Anything in particular, or just sort of getting to know one another?
Just getting to know one another. I'll probably express that I don't have really any intention on going back home. So, I might tag along with you all, like Elosai, and, at least until y'all get to where y'all going, so.
Yeah,
That's
no. I think that would be one of the things Qztyl's doing as well, just kind of getting to know these people that we all got thrown together by this natural spark. Seeing if anybody's feeling anything, any sort of pull.
Do we?
It's a strange thing. This shared conversation. And I'll say again, much to Bishop Mill's chagrin, who's likely made this trip a couple other times and has had to make trips like this before, y'all aren't like mercenary groups or protection rackets that he's dealt with in the past. Most of those people spread out and make sure that to the left, right, front, and back, there's nothing up ahead or to the sides. Here you guys are, riding either to the back or to the front, grouped up, having a chat. It makes him very uncomfortable. During this, no, you don't feel a pull. It's just a strange thing to find out that the nature of who you are is different from what you've known your whole life. And with that being said, it's really what you make of it. You're planeswalkers, and you don't know exactly what that means fully. Some of you have more of an idea than others, but the world, the multiverse, is open to you now. And as these conversations come up, Elosai talks about the Emerald Forest, and you could go there. Qztyl talks about Ravnica, and you could go there. Zahratra talks of Amonkhet, and you could go there. Nothing is off limits. Nothing is... all doors are open. I think there's a realization that those of you who don't want to return home never have to.
I think in that moment, having heard some of these stories now, Zahratra is, this is, I think, this trip is probably outside of the drinking that we had the night before, like one of the few instances recently since they came here that they've had that's not chaotic. That's not, we need to, survive, we need to do this, that. And she's really thinking about it. And I think Zahratra is finally starting, and this is going to come up a little bit in her conversations. I think Zahratra is starting to wonder if she even would be wanted back on Amonkhet. All that she knows is potentially gone. And I think there's a deep sadness that hits in her tone as she says that. But there's also that underlying wonder of what else is out there and what else she might not know about that she could now learn. But it's going to come back, even with all that, it's going to come back in conversation in the end. She needs to know what happened to Amalata. Those she loves and cares about are, even with all her tough stances and very direct and gritty nature at times, or I would say more just stern nature at times, she's very soft-hearted when it comes to people she actually connects to and cares about.
If that got brought up, Qztyl would just say that there is something to a fresh start. The whole world is open to you. You can be whoever you want to be.
I am not sure of the feeling that is in my slightly beating chest right now. And that's...
Don't have to.
It is a strange sensation, knowing that I could be whoever I want to be. A choice that was never given to me as a child. I always knew what I was destined to do, either fight to be eternalized by the gods, or die and become one of the anointed, which is where I thought things would end.
But they didn't. So, here we are, and we'll figure it out.
I got a question. How about the Ignited? Is that a good name?
I like it. It is very apt. Very...
It's better than the first one you put forward.
Yeah.
We should probably workshop it a little bit more, just to, make things a little more grandiose. I feel like there's importance in the title, just as there's importance in the name.
Well, yeah. It's, it's the one thing that connects us. This, this spark.
At this point, I don't give a fuck what y'all call yourselves. Can y'all do some scouting ahead?
I would be more than happy to.
You guys travel. You guys make it through your first day of travel and you guys make camp. Bishop doesn't sleep near you all. He hands you all your tents, your sleeping areas, and drops off a box of rations and says, y'all go ahead and make camp. I'm gonna move over there. I just need a little bit of space for a little bit, that's all.
You're not gonna be in the zone of security.
If you would...
There's a zone of security now. Okay, well, I'll tell you
There
what.
is safety in numbers, so at least stay within.
I'm gonna be about 10, maybe 15 feet that way, just a little bit off to the side, just so I can. It's really for the best because I snore. So let's.
If you lose line of sight, we're not liable.
Right. Okay, y'all have a good night. We'll wake up and I'll wake y'all up in the morning and we'll get on our way again.
Hey guys, do you think this guy's ever gonna rehire us?
I think that your blood pressure is through the roof and you should probably take a few breaths.
Goodberry?
I'm alright, thanks. Goes
All
off
right.
to the side and begins to make his own camp away from you all. Conversations can continue, of course, and what you gather to reel it back, Qztyl, from Saddlebrush is that throughout this conversation, with Bishop and everybody, you can understand that Saddlebrush is just this little dirt stain. It's an isolated small town. There's a ranch on the outskirts that has changed hands a couple of times recently. It originally was a ranch to raise these types of creatures, these mounts that you have, and has changed hands once to a member of the community that has just been wanting to be alone, and then again recently changed hands, legally speaking, to another who's been kind of isolated. It's a good spot to be away from everything. Nobody knows who calls the ranch home right now. Not even Bishop. He meets with somebody that is a representative or one of the members of the employees that works on the ranch. But whoever owns it is kind of a mystery to him. What he's going to pick up is essentially, from what you can gather, equipment for thunder charges and cartridges. It's nothing that a ranch would usually produce. It's bottled and capsuled thunder.
Interesting.
What kind of ranch is this?
It's changed hands a number of times. It's still, for as far as everyone else is concerned, still a ranch to raise horses and mounts on.
That's mostly a front.
Who's to say?
What Qztyl's thinking, doesn't say it out loud, but that if there's somewhere to hide where you don't want to have to deal with the types of folks that are in prosperity, it's just a good place to do it, from the sounds of it.
Well, after we're all set up and everything, I'll take first watch.
Sleep is not as important to me, so I can help out as needed.
I can take the last watch.
Alright.
That being said, there is something that I would like to do. It is a... tradition feels like a grander word than what I'm looking for, but something that we used to do in the crop, and that's building a fire together, and then well, we've done a lot of conversing, but I feel like we haven't gotten a lot of things out. The more secrets that we have from each other, the weaker we are as a group. I'm wondering if there's anything that anybody would like to talk about, anything they would like to air, anything that they would like to say. And saying no is also an okay answer, too.
I think I said far too much when we drank at the bar, or the casino, whatever that place is that the Slickshot operate.
We are also in a desert, and our employer has fucked off, as they like to say.
Do you want plausible deniability, or... I feel like that has gotten us by.
I think we're kind of stuck with each other.
Correct.
So,
However, we've been operating under some pretenses where you don't know, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yes. Would you like to know?
I always like to learn things, and I think it's one of something of importance. But if you think that it is something that you do not wish to share openly yourself, for risk of your own safety, or the like, I will also understand. But again, the more we know, the more we can prepare as well, and the more we can understand the situations that we are finding ourselves in. The more mystery that remains among the people that you're risking your lives for, leaves open more risk of injury, death, confusion, all things that weaken a crop.
I understand that your reference is to your crop. However, a little different. Because the three of you can say you didn't know. If we get caught, you can say you didn't know and you can leave me.
Get caught by who?
Anyone here who has a problem with the Eternal Vanguard.
Oh, well.
Well, that confirms some suspicions based on what you had said last night and when we were leaving this morning.
But if you get caught, you could just tell them we did know. And
And
that
then
would probably be suspicion enough. You have as much leverage as we do.
The situation at hand, I do not want to be vaguely antagonistic with you. So, frankly, us knowing would put us all on the same page.
I'm saying that I feel confident from myself about knowing. If you are willing to share. If any of you are willing to share. Kenshin, I still don't know too much about you either. Neither do I know about your origins as much, Elosai. Or she's just gonna turn to Qztyl.
bookkeeper for the organization.
What is everyone's passive perception?
17.
Love it.
Oh god, I think it's 13. 1 second. Passive perception is 13, yeah.
12.
Continue.
Well, it kind of makes sense considering that you're a librarian.
In a way, correct. My god. Well, when they weren't missing, kept the records. So,
I imagine the Vanguard is wondering quite well where the records went.
trying to figure out is if those records are missing based on the section that disappeared.
So
What was the
only
section
as-
that disappeared?
Histories.
That is an important section.
Correct. I am rather upset by this fact. You need to know what happened in order to make sure certain things don't happen again.
Quite correct.
Correct.
Then other things happen.
Or repeat.
Well, is this, or excuse me, your god, is this like a patron of some sort for the Vanguards, or?
We have a contract.
Like, and no disrespect, but like with like a demon almost?
No. No, much more thorough, much more. I keep their information safe. I catalog what's brought in from the other planes, make sure that we have it all logged, make sure that I make sure certain documents are safe.
Okay.
That is a noble profession.
Yes. It's my life. My entire life.
Then I can't speak for everybody, but I will do my best to help you get back to yours, just as I wish to get back to make sure I find out what happened to the people that I love. That makes sense then, why you said you knew my sister's name from paperwork?
From several planes.
Well, regardless, these vanguards aren't going to kill us, right?
Oh, they wouldn't have any reason to.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Would they?
Planes?
Elosai, there's not exactly a crack. Some rubble moves off in the distance. Your left side.
I turn in that direction, see what's going on there.
It takes you a moment. As the conversation continues, you're focused elsewhere. In the middle of the desert, it's dark. Only the starlight and the moon. It's the only sources of light. It's difficult. You come from that sound and brush has broken, or rocks, maybe some sort of lizard or creature that comes out at night. Safety of the sun, safety away from the sun. There's a sort of dim glow in the distance, up on one of the dunes. You make out, peering into the darkness, something is sort of frozen, like a deer in headlights. It has frozen, waiting for your eyes to pass over it. It's a small figure, almost humanoid. Fairly certain it might be humanoid. Continue.
I am going to disappear into the brush, into the surrounding desert, keeping an eye on that thing.
Do you let your friends know?
I say, wait for my signal.
Signal for what?
I motion in the general direction of where I'm keeping an eye directly on them, and I tap my eye and then point in that direction. Stay still, do not look.
Give me a sleight of hand roll, please, as you're making these sort of hand signals.
I keep rolling really high. 21.
Understood. Here is a scene.
Yeah, and I'm going to disappear into the brush.
So, fun fact, not so fun fact, if that is in fact an issue that we're about to experience, and it is Ratos, we should run. We should wake up our employer and run.
Is this not a fight that we could win?
We might be able to talk our way out of it, depending on what kind of diversion we could offer him.
Who are we dealing with? You know more than you're saying.
What all do I know? Not me, the player, me, the character.
Yeah. Rakdos is the parent of the Rakdos Guild. He is known as the entertainer, the showstopper, a multitude of titles. He is largely... He was very active during the beginning stages of the Vanguard, the Eternal Vanguard, because they put on a great show. And in fact, even the core members, Captain Swedella, Viva Mulatto, all these, Therabor, all these figures, the core members of the Vanguard, got along kind of well with him, and would visit him not frequently, but they weren't turned away at his door. He seemed to take a liking to them because of they were entertaining, and there is a relationship there between those core members and Rakdos. As far as the Vanguard goes themselves, Rakdos could give a fuck less about the rest of the Vanguard. They aren't as entertaining as those core. And there's no official record or no official affiliation that would be compromising to his status as parent and his status as a guild leader. He is incredibly dangerous, and the Rakdos Guild itself puts on terrible circuses and horror shows, all for the sake of entertainment and death-defying acts that usually end in bloodshed of either the entertainers, the audience, or both. He's all over the place. He's like ADHD on steroids, and he can flip a switch in a minute. Keep him entertained, and he will likely be a great ally. But if he gets bored, he'll make his own entertainment, and that's often just very destructive.
Sweet. Just want to make sure I'm not saying more than Qztyl will know. So, it's not a fight we could win, but like I said, we could possibly talk our way out of it, but it would be just as bad as a fight. He likes to be entertained.
In this moment, Elosai, where are you headed? What are you doing?
I'm circling around at a wide angle, slowly.
Give me a stealth roll,
well,
please.
Sure thing. I am wearing heavy armor, so I rolled a 14.
You move up closer, Elosai, and you get a certain ways where you can get a little bit of a better view. It is humanoid, this creature. Very, very small, though. Perhaps the size of a small child, or, you know, one of the, like, halfling or gnomish races. But that glow you can see is green, this sort of almost like balefire. This figure wears black that blends in with the night, and as you're kind of gathering information, moving across, unused to the terrain, you crush a bit of dried brush, and it turns and begins to just rush away, and you can kind of see a more clear picture of it. It is humanoid. It is small, but it is not alive. Maybe not really. It is a skeleton of some sort. Very small, a large bulbous head, and that green in its eyes kind of flows back as it rushes away from you.
Can we chase it down?
I would say at this point, all of you have heard and are now hearing the thing. Yeah, absolutely.
I would try to chase it down.
Yeah.
How far is it?
Do the
About
same.
45, 50 feet away. Currently from Elosai, it's about maybe 30 feet away.
I would like to use the Twilight Step to get within 5 feet of him.
Yeah, I'll be making some noise to alert our
Your
employer.
employer. Mhm.
Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Anybody
trying to
else?
find where my speed. I'm trying to find where my speed is. A walking speed, 30 feet. So running is 60 feet, correct?
Yes, I would
Yeah,
take
I would
that.
like-
dash.
Okay, gotcha. Can I would like to cast then, instead of doing that, I would like to cast Misty Step to get 30 feet closer.
Okay. Qztyl?
I'm looking at my spells, see what I could do in this moment.
No worries.
But,
Let me. While you're doing that, let me make sure I've got everyone's plan of attack. Elosai, you're going to get within 5 feet of it using Twilight Step.
Yep. It is a part of my transformation into a fey creature, which I already was a fey creature, but so it like getting extra abilities. As a bonus action, I magically teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space I can see. Twilight Step also gains an additional feature depending on which court you choose for fey form ability. This will be cold damage, as I am the winter court.
Understood. And then Kenshin, you are
I'm gonna call Thunder.
understood. Easily done. Go ahead and give me animal handling with advantage, please.
I can do Guiding Bolt.
Got a natural 20.
That's 20.
21 total.
Excellent. And then, Qztyl, if you'd like to do Guiding Bolt, what's the range on Guiding Bolt?
It's 120 feet.
Outstanding. Go ahead and give me Guiding Bolt. It's an attack roll, correct?
Yep, ranged spell attack.
Okay. And then, so go ahead and give me that roll. Zahratra, you are using casting Misty Step, getting 30 feet closer. You are within 20 feet of it. You can move using your movement and be right up next to Elosai, right up on it.
Yep, I'd like to do that.
Okay, Zahratra moves very quickly. Elosai, you teleport.
It'll
Kenshin,
take
you...
2 cold damage.
We'll get to the damage very quickly because Qztyl's also casting Guiding Bolt. Kenshin, you call for Thunder, who rushes up to you. You may very quickly, not even saddle yourself really, but mount Thunder and begin rushing off in that direction. You would be in this movement using Thunder's movement. Let me see something real quick. Using Thunder's movement, you'd be right up on this thing as well, because I believe Thunder's is 60 feet. So it would rush up to you and then be able to move. You guys would be able to be on this thing. Qztyl being in the back, casting Guiding Bolt. Result of your roll?
22.
22 definitely hits.
13 damage of radiant.
So 13 radiant damage, and how much, LSI?
2 cold damage.
2 cold
it's based
damage.
off my charisma modifier.
All
You
of
said
this
it's undead?
looks like it, yes.
Well, that was my bonus action. Oh, it's dead? Okay, cool.
All undead. All of this
undead.
happens at once in this moment. As you guys do this, as the teleportation goes off, as Kenshin mounts and rushes up, as Qztyl's Guiding Bolt hits and Elosai, you teleport and it takes 2 cold damage. As you teleport Elosai and are up on it, as you guys sort of surround it, it lets out a scream, a very high-pitched sort of shriek. And as it's being hit, not from impact, it explodes into a bit of flame and falls down a pile of bones.
Well, that's sorted that.
And that is where we will end today's episode. We will see you all next time. We're going to go around the table real quick and let everyone know who you are, who you play, what you guys are up to, and we'll see what you guys are dealing with next time. But let's start with Elosai.
Hi, I am Syranas playing Elosai. I am a humble mod in this community, and I would like to know who this skeleton belongs to. And, well, I can't take it easy in this bit, so I can't tell you to take it twice. So anyway,
Yeah. I'm a little concerned. Didn't anticipate that. But yeah, it's survival or it's the nomad. Playing Kenshin. It was a fun time.
Everybody, I'm as I was on the social media, still the previous intern here at the Rolling Nomads, still think things are very bad. Yeah, we'll catch you next time. Because we caught that skeleton.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah, we definitely caught it, that's for sure. Hi, everybody, I'm the Azure Butterfly, or Azure for short, or simply Rachel. You can find me at the Azure Butterfly on all the social medias and on Twitch, where I stream. I am also the production coordinator here on the Rolling Nomads, and yeah, that's me. I'm Zahratra.
Excellent. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you so much for watching. We'll see what is going on with this little skeleton creature next time. But until then, we'll see you then. Same time, same place, same planeswalkers. See you then.